Hi, welcome to 7 Facts. If you like geography or history, this place is for you. There are hundreds of videos on this channel about this world's countries and states, plus history subjects. So please, do subscribe. The Andaman and Nicobar Islands is not a state, but one of the 7 union territories that belong to India. What this means is basically that these territories don't have their own government, but are ruled by the central government. Long fabled among travelers for its gorgeous beaches, underwater wonders and primeval location in the middle of nowhere, the Andaman and Nicobar Islands are still the ideal place to get away from it all. It's made up of 572 islands, of which only 38 are permanently inhabited. The island population is an interesting mix of South Indian and Southeast Asian settlers, as well as small groups of indigenous tribes. On December 26, 2004, the coasts of the Andaman and Nicobar Islands were devastated by a 10-meter massive tsunami following the undersea earthquake in the Indian Ocean. More than 2,000 people lost their lives, more than 4,000 children were orphaned or suffered the loss of one parent, and a minimum of 40,000 people were rendered homeless. More than 46,000 people were injured. The worst affected Nicobar Islands were Cachal and Indira Point. The latter subsided 4.25 meters and was partially submerged in the ocean. Indira Point was India's southernmost tip, but is now underwater. The only active volcano in India, the Barren Island, is present in Andaman Islands. Barren Island is the only active volcano not just in India but the whole of South Asia. Located approximately 135 kilometers northeast of Port Blair, the capital city, this small 3-kilometer wide island contains a 1.6 kilometer wide crater partially filled by a cinder cone that has been the source of eruptions since the first was recorded in 1787. True to its name, it has large areas of barren landscape. It is uninhabited by humans, of course, but amazingly it has a small population of goats, birds, flying foxes, and a few rodent species such as rats that are known to survive even in these harsh conditions. Andaman and Nicobar Islands have India's best nesting beaches for 3 species of marine turtles: hawksbill, green turtle, and the world's largest sea turtle, the leatherback. It can easily be differentiated from other sea turtles by its lack of a bony shell, hence the name. Instead, its carapace is covered by skin and oily flesh. Oh, and you can also identify it by its size. It can grow up to 2.2 meters in length and up to 700 kilograms in weight. The nesting population of leatherback turtles in Nicobar is one of the few colonies that exceeds 1,000 individuals in the Indo-Pacific area and is hence of global importance. Another large animal that can be found in these islands is the coconut crab, the largest known land-living arthropod on the planet. This thing is up to 1 meter long and can weigh 4 kilograms. So yeah, it's pretty big. North Sentinel Island is home to one of the most isolated Paleolithic tribes of the world. Actually, it's home to one of the most isolated human populations in the world, period. The Sentinelese, thought to number around 300, have rebuffed all contact with the modern world and fired their arrows at anyone who comes within range. They are among the few remaining uncontacted populations on the planet. In 1956, the government of India declared North Sentinel Island a tribal reserve and prohibited travel within 5 kilometers of the island, and even photography is strictly prohibited. The Sentinelese are thought to have directly descended from the first human populations to emerge from Africa and have probably lived in the Andaman Islands for up to 60,000 years. This spectacularly looking fruit that you may have seen on the internet comes from Nicobar. Pendennis or Nicobar breadfruit is a rare fruit found and widely eaten in Nicobar. Pendennis is a densely arranged, wedge-shaped fruit that has an immensely hard, woody and fibrous body in which several narrow edible seeds are embedded. Each section has a fleshy base that contains an aromatic pulp that after cooking is a staple food in Nicobar. An economically important plant in the islands, the stem branches of Pendennis are actually used in construction, the leaves used for weaving mats, and the hard exterior of the fruit is used as a bathing brush. One of the most infamous prisons in colonial India, the Californ Jail, is in the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. The prison was used by the British especially to exile political prisoners to the remote archipelago. These remote islands were considered to be a suitable place to punish the independence activists. Not only were they isolated from the mainland, but the overseas journey to the islands also threatened them with loss of caste, resulting in social exclusion. The convicts could also be used in chain gangs to construct prisons, buildings and harbor facilities. And many died in this enterprise while basically serving to colonize the island for the British. Many notable freedom fighters were imprisoned here during the struggle for India's independence. Today, the complex serves as a national memorial. These were 7 facts about Andaman and Nicobar Islands. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Leave your comments downstairs and do check me out on Facebook and Twitter. If you want to support me, consider becoming a patron. You'll find the link in the description. I hope to see you next time. Bye.